Today I want to talk about what a woman is thinking when you're trying to win her back, when you're trying to make her feel heard, when you're really trying to make changes to yourself in order for her to hopefully see these changes, notice these changes, and want to rebuild a relationship with you because of these changes. Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy, and I work with guys to really help them transform their love communication style in order to repair and rebuild their relationship. So if you are in a situation where you might be headed for divorce, separation, or breaking up, hit the subscribe button. This way you can be notified every single time that I do a new video on this subject, so you can learn techniques that you can do in order to repair and rebuild your relationship to hopefully save your relationship. So let's really dig in and get started. And one thing that I really talk to all of my clients about, and one thing that I always say, is when you're in a relationship and when you're going through breakups and when you're going through really hard times, you have to remember that there are always three sides to every single story. So there's your side, which is your perspective. There's her side, which is her perspective. And then there's what actually is going on. And this is something that's really important to keep in mind for you guys, because a lot of times from your perspective, you have done everything right. You think you're fulfilling her, you're trying to make good money for her, you're taking care of your share of the responsibilities for her, and you're still not understanding why it is that she's unhappy, why she feels unheard, why she doesn't love you anymore. All of these scenarios are going through your head where you're not understanding why, when from your perspective, you have been doing everything right. And then on the other end, you have her perspective, where she might see that you're doing all of these things, but whatever it is that you're doing, it's really not what she personally needs in order to fill her up. So then she has her perspective on how she's feeling and how your actions or lack of actions or whatever it is that your love jargon is showing her that's hitting a brick wall to her over here because it's not filling her love lingo tank. She is just feeling from her perspective unfulfilled. So it really becomes hard for you guys because you both get stuck in these perspectives of one another. And I like to talk about it in regards to cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the fact that you can't accept new information. So when you're in a relationship for such a long time with somebody, she is starting to form her own ideas, her own perspective, and really she starts to have cognitive dissonance towards you. So when you end up breaking up, and you begin making these changes, I prefer to call changes tweaks, but she's seeing that you're making all of these changes, but because she's suffering from cognitive dissonance, she's really resisting being able to see your changes, because in the back of her head, through all of these years of the problems and not being fulfilled emotionally, all of that has created this cognitive dissonance about you that she has formed in her own mind. So it's really important to understand what she's struggling with and why she's struggling with this. So when you're trying to win her back, you really need to remember that it's this perspective that she's formed in her mind, because a lot of guys get very discouraged and they feel like, I'm doing all of these things, I'm really trying to fill her love lingo tank, I'm tweaking my love jargon, nothing's working. And why? Shouldn't this, I've been doing this for 6 months, 9 months, shouldn't she see my changes by now? And no, because when that cognitive dissonance has started to form in her own mind, you have to remember that it's taken a very long time for her to get to that point in her mind where she's formed that conclusion about you. So it's going to take just as long for her to be able to come out of it and to be able to view you as a new person who's not going to hurt her, who she feels emotionally safe with, who she feels she can trust, and someone who she really believes will start filling her love lingo tank on a consistent basis. And so for you guys over here, look at the resistance as a positive. Just keep thinking to yourself, well, this is great. I'm still making these tweaks, and it's just going to take her a while to really be able to view me from a new perspective and really be able to understand that these tweaks over here are real, and that you're opening your mind to her perspective in what she was lacking. Because again, relationships start to fail because somebody is lacking. And one thing I have noticed that women are doing in relationships that's really frustrating to me is when we start to get with a new guy, we get really excited, and a lot of women offer love. Their love jargon is acts of kindness. So a woman, when you guys move in together, she'll be the one who does all the laundry, and she'll tidy up, and she might be making all the dinners and cleaning the house and really taking care of you. And then she starts to take care of the trips and the vacations, and this is her way of showing you love. So as women continuously offer their acts of kindness to men, guys start over here becoming complacent, and they think, oh, she's got it. She's the boss. She's taking care of that. She's handling all that. And you guys feel good about it. You're like, okay, she wants to do this. Women's rights, women's power. Yes, let me, let her take the lead on that. But what ends up happening is she starts to view you as a person who's not a partner with her. So whereas in the beginning of the relationship, she's happy to do it, she's happy to do it because she really believes that you're going to step up in your ways. So that's why I say it's really important to understand her love communication style. If she is showing you love through acts of kindness, how do you show her love? And are you showing her love in the way she needed for her love lingo tank to be filled? Because if she's also a person who receives love through acts of kindness and you're just letting her take the lead on all that, all of a sudden she's starting to feel unfulfilled. She's starting to feel like, oh, I do everything. This sucks. And let's say she comes to you and she says, hey, I've really been doing everything and you're not participating, you're not helping me. Let's say you receive love through words of encouragement and praise. Here you are now shutting down because you don't understand why suddenly she has a problem with the fact that she was doing everything. So as situations like this continue to happen throughout the relationship, this could even be you're not buying her enough presents. She really receives love through presents. You don't leave notes. You don't leave little surprise, little flowers places for her. You don't bring her enough lunch or coffees or ice cream or whatever it is. Whatever it is in regards to how she's getting her love lingo tank filled, it's really important for you guys to remember that even if she's doing all these things, she still has her own way of having her love tank filled. So that's why, like I said, it's really always important to understand that there are 3 sides to every single story. There's her perspective, there's your perspective, and then there's what's actually going on. So if you're trying to get her back, the reason you're meeting this resistance with her is because for so long, and yes, sometimes she does it to herself, she has been doing all of these things from her perspective, and it's created her to come to a new conclusion about you. So when you're over here changing, like I said, tweaking how you're communicating love and really focusing on yourself, and she's over here seeing it, she doesn't believe it. And she doesn't believe it because for so long, she's experienced and witnessed a total different side of you that has created her own cognitive dissonance in regards to you. So that's why when you're trying to win her back and you're really trying to show her that you've grown and that you've made tweaks and that you can love her in the way she needs to be loved, that's why you're receiving so much pushback and so much resistance, because she really doesn't believe it. Hopefully you'll be able to break that cognitive dissonance that she's created in her own mind, because that's all it is. It's a cognitive dissonance that she's created, that in order for her to be able to even think about trying again with you, you have to change her mindset in you. And that's going to take time. So I hope this video has really helped you guys understand things from her perspective and really helped you understand that when she's showing resistance, it's okay. You just keep pushing through it, and that you really can repair and rebuild the relationship if you truly understand what's going on from the psychological side of a woman's mind. If you guys are really interested in repairing and rebuilding your relationship, go ahead and book a call with me. I do one-on-one calls. It's 30 minutes. It's absolutely free if you guys are really struggling and trying to figure out where to start in trying to rebuild and repair your relationship. So if that's something that you really want to do, and maybe you've tried other programs and it's just not working for you and you really need some further guidance, go ahead and book a call with me. And if you like this video, please, again, hit the like button and definitely subscribe. It really helps the algorithm send my videos out to more people, and that way I can help more guys who are really trying to save their relationships. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and let's really focus on staying in love.